That's the United Nations. Let's get you a sense of how this is all unfolding in Israel. Blake Sifton is in the country's capital, Tel Aviv. And Blake, the United Nations is unequivocal in their stance about what's happened over the past couple of hours. People carrying humanitarian aid should be left alone. How is this landing in Israel?
Within Israel, there's a great deal of I guess, hostility to the flotilla. They support the government's decision that this is a naval blockade, that it's a lawful naval blockade, and that it's simply not safe as well for civilian boats to near the coast of Gaza. Of course, the ports along the coast of Gaza are destroyed. There are Israeli gunboats that are firing shells into Gaza City and other areas in addition to airstrikes and tank shelling. It is essentially an active combat zone. If I may, we have some updates to the numbers involved in this situation. We understand now from Israeli authorities that some 470 participants from the flotilla have been detained as well. Earlier today, they'd said 41 boats were intercepted, and that another boat that had lagged behind the main flotilla because of engine trouble was then continuing on toward Gaza. Now, we understand that that boat has now also been intercepted, so that brings the total to 42 boats intercepted and at least 470 people detained. The activists being detained were brought from the port of Ashdod. They were processed, they were searched, and they have been taken to a prison in the Negev. Now, this is a high-security prison. It's one of Israel's largest prisons, and it's not a prison that is normally used to house so-called immigration detainees, but because of the large number, the hundreds of participants involved in this flotilla, the biggest flotilla ever to challenge the naval blockade of Gaza, it was a logistical challenge, and the Israeli authorities needed to find somewhere to put them. Now, we also understand that at least a number of the participants of this flotilla who have been detained have been on hunger strike since their detention.
Do we know where they're being kept?
Yes, they've been taken to a prison in the Negev desert. And they are being held there as they're being processed by immigration authorities, and they will then be deported to a yet-to-be detailed location in Europe, according to the Foreign Ministry. And there's no timeline yet at this stage on how long it will take for those deportations to be carried out.
Fair enough. It's a developing story sharply on our radar. Blake Sifton, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed. Blake, live updates coming from Tel Aviv in Israel.